live. Yeah.
It says going live. Nope. Now it says we're live. Oh yeah, we look good today. We look like people who've been in the house for 3 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks. I'm gonna pop this chat out. Where's the button for that? There it is. Okay. Here we are. Episode 15 of our long-running Deathlord extravaganza.
Yes. And
I think last week we had a super productive night, didn't we? Is that true?
Yeah.
And so we're doing pretty well on all our items and our words.
Yeah.
But now we need to kind of get like
some
levels because we can't be trotting around with Tim at 37 hit points max. That's just untenable.
Can't take Tim to hell on 37 hit points.
No.
Them's the rules.
So, we just got something from this chap, didn't we?
Yeah, levels.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on, I gotta recombobulate here. Okay. Let's.
I know we're all over the place.
It feels like it's been a long time since we've played.
Well, it has, because normally we're like every other week, but it was a 5-week month last month, so we got a week off.
Oh, we took a week off to play. What did we play?
Mech Warrior 5.
Mech Warrior 5. Yeah. And that was good.
That was a good time. We should warn everybody, like if you are watching here during your our self-quarantining situations, make sure you're at least 3 feet from the monitor. We'll keep 3 feet on our side, and that should be the proper social distancing for everyone involved.
Yep. Shall we
I gotta pick us a destination.
Oh, you haven't done that? You don't know where we're going?
Oh my god. It has been so cray at work that I have not had like a 15-minute break to go, where are we going today? Well, I figured that out. What's your snack situation today, Matt?
Oh yes, the Deathlord mukbang. Tonight I'll be drinking a Founders All Day IPA, some puppy chow flavored popcorn, and then I have an obscene amount of snacks tucked away in a drawer, but my intention is not to eat them tonight, but I don't know, maybe I will.
Maybe. Let's all stay tuned and find out if Matt eats all the snacks.
Yep, the entertainment bar is low.
That will possibly be the most riveting part of tonight. All right, I have an orange that I'm going to throw myself into.
That is a healthy snack choice.
Well, I'm about to make up for it.
Good.
I have my IBC black cherry.
Very good. Oh, black cherry tonight.
Black cherry tonight. We're low on root beer, and the wife likes root beer, so.
Yeah.
And then, because I've got to keep everyone guessing.
A pickle?
Place your bets as to what I'm about to lift up.
Oh,
I have
God.
a pickle. I left it in the fridge.
Ever since that night you brought up the corned beef, I just haven't known what to think about your snacks. Let me think. What could it be?
It is an actual snack a treat that most people would consider a treat.
Okay. Is it a ice cream treat?
It is not an ice cream treat, but it is sweet.
Okay. Is it a frozen Charleston Chew?
No, that would be your kind of thing. It is a homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
You're fighting the Rona, you got to make your own snacks. So
yeah, that's a good snack choice.
So
that's a wholesome snack choice for a wholesome person.
Someone else is going to eat my cookies,
or you,
or me. There's a dungeon we could do to go get a word. I don't want to do that tonight.
I think we
had such a progressive night last time.
Yeah, we gotta rest on our laurels here.
let's.
I kind of want to go back to the spiral dungeon.
Do you? Okay, I'm down for that.
I was into that, and I think we were coping with it.
Yeah,
more or
we had
less.
some people could turn to stone, so we need to be a little careful.
That's
about
right.
that.
It was dicey, but.
Oh, insert disc B.
Oh yeah. Okay. Attach disk image. Hello, Timothy.
The epic god.
Which one of us has it? What's that?
It's gotta be you.
Yeah, it's the epic god voice. Yeah.
It's not me.
I'll take that compliment though. That's all right. Thank you for saying that. I'm in my attic-y bedroom and it's quite echoey up here.
Oh, the ship must be inside.
Ooh. Now I'm gonna have to insert disc A again, aren't I?
No. When you're on a side, you're on a side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where the hell did we leave that?
Go straight north. Here's a better question. What continent are we on?
There's our ship.
There it is. There's the ship.
Yeah.
Just
Hell's
to
bells.
listen out.
Yeah.
I think I know where we are. Here's $1 million question. Are we sure we loaded the right one?
I am 95% sure I loaded the right one.
I was 100 until you asked.
Yeah, totally. It was called 14 End of the Night, I think. And this is 15 Start of the Night, so it follows, right?
Can we just do a quick inventory on everybody's equipment? I want to make sure we got that emerald rod.
Yeah.
That's what scares me.
Ruby ring. Blue crystal.
Shark tooth.
Shark
and sun spear.
And sun spear. Emerald rod.
All right. And somebody else has the lantern, I'm pretty sure. So.
Where did we get the lantern? Was that in the grave? What did we get from that grave?
Yeah.
The lantern. Yeah, we got the lantern. We're doing it. We're doing it, Wally.
6 objects. We're good to go. We head east real quick. I just want to double check where we are. Yep. Okay. I know where we are.
Look at this ugly guy.
Yeah, buddy. Hill giants.
They're tough.
Yeah, they are.
They're robust. There we go. Now we're doing it.
They're long, strong.
Oh, no power.
Time to get the friction.
Sir Mix-a-Lot tonight? Really? We're going to do Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I don't care.
I can tell.
Could do Hocus Pocus Focus.
I'll stick with Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I thought you might.
Am I going the right way? I'm going west, right?
You're going the right way. Where I actually need you to go is just head straight west to get land.
Really?
Really?
That's exciting.
You said the linear spiral dungeon.
I did.
Right. I was gonna say I should pull up the map for that.
Yeah. No.
I should, because there's sometimes pits. So we'll do that. We'll get it. Take a peek.
You sure about this? Going west, young man?
Yes, 100%.
The young people say hundo P. Did you know that?
I'm not a young person.
I asked my son that, and he was like, no young person has ever said that. Uh-oh, Fudgy the Whale.
Not even ironically has a young person said that.
Yep. I thought I was saying it ironically because the young people say it. It's just a big pool of irony.
One of the things I like about having a 5-year-old son is when you hear him say something, you know it's officially past its peak. So, like one
Right.
day he says yeet. I'm like, oh, thank God it's over.
Yeah. Yep. That will change though. That will
Yeah, it will.
change. And when he is on trend, I think you'll find that quite uncomfortable.
No doubt.
As I do. Am I in the right place? Do I get off the boat here?
You are in the right place, but don't get off the boat here. Kind of go around to
So,
your right and follow that peninsula up.
up.
Yep. And around and over. Ooh.
In here?
I just want to make sure I'm looking right. Yeah, we're going to get off at the south part of those mountains. You're good.
Okay.
We're going to head, like there and head west around into the mountains. Yep, perfect. Keep going in.
Keep going west?
Yep. East. No, we're heading into the mountains.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yep, follow that road.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
And there you go.
Do you think I should have checked everyone's food before we left that town.
Should have checked everybody's food.
51.
Food, but we should get everybody healed up. Like,
yeah.
Stumpy's at 95 out of 180.
That's wise. Monasu. Yeah, I think Stumpy needs it the most. Monasu. Stumps, buddy. He needs a big heal. Uh-oh. There's no power.
We're pretty close though. If we just give it a camp till 420.
Yeah, we'll go in at 420. The witching hour. Oh, gee, okay. Okay. Don't attack anything. More power. My snack situation is totally ridiculous because like I ran out of groceries and I'm trying not to go out, so I got groceries delivered and I like went a little bit crazy on the snacks because it's like I want to be deprived and I have nothing to do. Like I'm just at home and I just work all the time. So I was like, yeah, you should like bring me a lot of snacks.
Junk food.
Like, just like so much. It's kind of revolting.
I've gotten pretty good about things since then where it's normally I would have gone to the grocery store like every other day.
Yeah, totally.
And now like I wait for once a week. I go when I absolutely have to, make sure we've got everything planned out.
Yep.
Do a good run and then get out.
Yeah, my approach. Oh fuck! My approach was always just to.
Do not fuck with these guys. Go big. Jinta Toto. I should grab our stuff now. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark's here.
And Bill G. Do an evil laugh, Matt. Yeah, I don't have an evil laugh, just an annoying one. Might be the most evil of them all.
I don't know if this YouTube thing's going pretty well, but I don't know if you're emotionally cut out for it because that guy said that about 2 years ago, offhandedly. Oh,
but that's what makes it so funny. Oh, did you die already?
Perhaps.
Oh, hi, Mark. Tim wins the internet tonight.
Oh, Tim got killed.
Yeah, well, that's not a surprise.
Yep. It's an acceptable loss.
I did not hit
I didn't. I think we're off to a bad start.
Yeah. Well, it's Tim, so are we though? And nothing of value was lost.
Right. He was doomed the second we
Still,
entered.
let's go get him
Yeah.
res.
Hey, thanks for flushing 500 gold down the toilet for us, Tim. You piece of shit.
Yep.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Go now. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Sometimes I think about that scene in Predator where they just shoot into the jungle for like 8 minutes for no reason. I fucking love that so much. I don't know why. It's just like so stupid.
Well, did you hear how that scene got added in?
No.
So they basically are nearly done with the movie, and some of like the producer's studio execs are like, you don't have enough guns being shot. And the director's like, oh, fuck you. So
Is that really why?
That's really why. So they added this. No, wait, go back. Where are you going? Where are you getting on the boat?
Is there a town right around here?
Yeah, if we, why don't we hear Iamari's toxicity there?
Oh yeah, good call. What is that spelled? Donasu?
I think so. I'm looking it up. Donatsu, yeah. Good memory.
Thanks. Okay. That disaster's...
Let's just hide until we can see again. Ooh, I did some vipers.
Yep.
But yeah, the director's like, fine, everybody just start shooting, clear cutting the trees. We're just gonna shoot trees.
Yeah. And I can't believe that someone saw that and they were like, yeah, that's better. That's way better.
That added
because it goes on so long. It seems like it's a joke.
It is a joke.
We should make a 10-hour edit of that where
I'm just that.
it's like the whole movie, but then when they get to that part, it's 10 hours of them just shooting into the bushes.
Okay, yeah, we need to get out of this. You can stop waiting. I just wanted to make sure I could see where we were going.
There we go.
And then you're going to head east from here.
Okay.
And I know I promised I was going to make my wife watch The Thing this weekend, but we didn't have time, and I haven't gotten to it, so hopefully this weekend.
I mean, I'm on I've been doing like every East, you said?
Yep.
Every movie where Michael Douglas has illicit sex and it ends in tragedy. I'm watching every one of those movies.
That is a very specific...
It is.
Very specific thing there.
Yeah, but there's so many. There's like at least 3 of them. Which is a lot of movies to be like that. And they all have the same kind of cover. Which way do I go? Where do I get Tim?
Yeah, I want to dig that up here. Hang on.
I'm at the water feature. It is underwhelming.
Here we go.
You guys want to see the giant bag of Starburst I got?
I do.
It's bigger than my head.
That's fantastic.
It's 3+ pounds of Starburst. And I will eat 2 of them tonight.
Okay. Well, let's go get Janice her level, because we can do that.
Oh,
here.
hey. Oh. Implicit in that statement is that we cannot cure Tim, or resurrect him here.
Correct. Kobar, though. What's going on at Kobar? That is Kobar. So what's the other one? The other one's Chupan.
Which way do I go?
West, and then north when you get to the pet. There you go. Go north.
Mm-hmm. Pool gold to Janice. Oh, yeah, she's still number 4. She passed. All is well.
Yay. I can't believe there's no healing on this island. That is.
We're gonna go off island for this.
We gotta go off island to heal. What's that crap about? All right. Where's our nearest healer?
I'm sorry.
Literally back the way we came.
We thoughtlessly abused Tim when there's a Tim in the chat. It's very insensitive of us.
It is.
We're usually so sensitive to people, but not tonight.
I think our Tim is just proof that, not all Tims are bullshit, but that he certainly is.
Our Tim is garbage, but other Tims I'm sure are lovely.
Left, west.
Left, west. All right.
Yeah, left.
I'm getting on the boat, right?
Yep. You might as well just sail straight east until we hit land.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, lordy. Look who's 40.
Yeah, that sucks, but yeah.
That is not great because I guarantee when we go back there, this is going to happen again. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have to... Oh.
Yeah, I mean, anything that's going to cast, massive blast spells.
Whose idea was it to go to the spiral dungeon?
Whose idea was it? I don't remember. Some asshole.
Yeah.
Anything that casts blast spells is going to just mess his day up.
Yeah, right.
But that's sort of the problem we're in right now, where any dungeon we go to, that's a danger. We're just going to have to be able to put shit down fast when we get in it and hope it doesn't take him out when it happens.
Do you think we should revisit a more friendly dungeon? Like the elemental ones?
I was actually thinking, the elemental ones aren't bad. I was thinking the Giants dungeon. We only, made a little dip into there.
Okay. I'm game.
Yeah. What level is Janice? I know not enough, but...
Un momentito. Okay, Janice. Janice is number 4.
Yep.
She's level 16.
We need 19.
That's a long way.
It's a long way. Let's go do the Giants dungeon, because the Giants aren't filled with magic blasting or stoning monsters.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Especially Tims that are enchanters. Yes, correct.
And the other problem with your plan to go to the spiral dungeon, which, yes, by the way, was a real boneheaded plan of yours, is that if we're trying to level, and if anyone gets killed or incapacitated, they won't get any advancement. So, nice job, Poindexter. Where do I go?
South.
In here?
Yeah. Let's go past this little one and go to the other one, because I actually remember where it is here, I think. Yeah, enter that. All right, just get off at the tip. And then go east to the water feature. Go north from the water feature.
Oh, north.
And then go west through there, yep.
What is this bullshit?
actually had someone tell me the other day, unironically, that they wouldn't let their kid play Dungeons and Dragons because it was satanic.
Wow, people still think that, huh?
I know.
Interesting.
I said, even if it was, it's so not anymore that it's not even worth talking to you about that.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
shit.
like, what? I'm like, it's so watered down. It's still a good game, but
Yeah.
I would not describe Dungeons and Dragons as edgy.
No. No, I thought we learned that heavy metal and Dungeons and Dragons weren't really that bad.
Yeah, not all of us though.
On whom? 6. There we go. Now we're doing it.
All right. Want to change Tim to 5th position again?
Oh, God, help me. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm pulling up menus. Okay. Here we go. Number. Who dat I am, right? Janice. And he goes to 5, right?
He goes to 6. So Tim goes to 5, yes.
Yeah.
So 5 and 6 needs to switch.
Did I do that right? Yes, I did.
Oh, my maps are done. I want a shield pond. I know, right?
I know. It looks kind of like a transformer, too.
Mm-hmm.
I think about transformers a lot.
Yeah. East out of here. That's gonna dead end you.
Oh.
And
Okay.
then south to the water feature.
Do you think, before I go, should I just heal all these idiots?
Why not? It's gonna save us some time, and by the time you get there, you'll have your mana, and then we can just go kick ass.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. We buy yes to buy. Yes 3. Buy. Healing. Yes. 4. Buy. Healing. Yes. Not you, Tim.
Not you, Tim.
Even if you needed it, I wouldn't spend the money.
Let's just real quick. Can we just go down what everybody's level is? I know Janice is 16. You said.
Whodad is 17.
Nice.
IMRI is 17. Stumpy is 17.
Nice.
Tim is 16.
Right.
Fred is 7. Everyone but Tim.
Can you try and cast something with Stumpy? I'm curious.
Sure. There's the list. Kino, Dunasu, and Hikakokomu.
Hikakokomu. Way down to Kokomo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, he's got to get to 24. That's right. I was wondering what level Stumpy cures illness. All right.
Oh, it's going to be a long trek.
Yeah. What's Tim and Fred, though?
Oh, thanks. Just as long as I'm better than Chris in your party. Chris can be your Tim.
Yeah, you just make me a Toshi, and that'll guarantee to tank your hit points, apparently.
Yeah, I'll be your Janice.
You'll be Janice.
Your private Janice. Janison for money.
Oh, God.
That was a stretch.
Yeah. I'll be Buddy Holly, you be Mary Tyler Moore.
Weezer. Or, yeah Weezer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, south, you said?
South. That was the water feature, so a little bit up, back to the water feature, and west from there.
West from the water feature.
Yep.
Okay, and do we want to buy... Is there food here? Should we buy food? We're at 37 food on some of these idiots. We should buy food. This is ill-fated if we don't.
We should, but there isn't. Yeah.
Oh, how about in that other little town?
There might be. Another little town. Yeah, there's food in the other little town.
Yeah, good.
And from the north.
Enter from the north?
Enter from the north. From the north.
The north.
The north remembers.
I never watched the last season of that because everyone was so pissed off about it, and I was on the fence at the end of the season before. I was like, I don't think this is gonna go well. I think it's gonna be real bad.
It cracks me up because a lot of people are like, I can't believe what happened. I'm like, really? Weren't you watching? Like,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
saw
like
it
I knew
coming.
exactly what was going to happen. Yeah, east from here.
I didn't know like plot wise, but I knew that it was gonna be a mess.
Yeah, and I mean they wrap stuff up fast. That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I think, with one exception, without spoiling it for anyone who hasn't watched it,
Me,
uh,
I might watch it
yeah,
someday.
I pretty much called everything that went down. So and I think that might be the most disappointing thing for me for a show that I could never predict.
Yeah, right.
So
I think 60. Yes.
I think the show probably hurt once it got away from George Martin stuff because they were just trying to hit the plot points he said.
Yeah.
But like I heard somebody, I'm trying to remember who, describe the two types of authors there are, where some people, like some authors, will write some interesting characters and let them grow and just see what happens. That's George R.R. Martin. And it might end up somewhere interesting, and it might not. And I got a feeling that part of what's taking the rest of the book so long is it's not interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And that the shows sort of stumble as well is that it's just it's not it's there was no design for where they end up other than a couple key points. And so to try and grow them there after where he got them requires some forcing that I don't think he's comfortable with doing. Pure speculation on my part.
I think it does make sense because his characters are generally pretty strong,
Mm-hmm.
but if you write in that way, you don't really have a grand plan for them, you know?
No. The counter to that is the Dragon Prince, where here's a guy who's got some serious plot beats that he wants to get people to. And keep going north. And so you end up with, and you just go north from there. Either one. You end up with a really interesting story because the story is interesting. And then he figures out how to make the characters interesting along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's better? That's total personal taste.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one is a more interesting story, one is a more interesting characters. It's up to you as to what your flavor is. And go west and 6 and then straight north. So I don't know. I liked it. I liked both of them all the way through the end. No, the 8th season wasn't the best, but most endings are rushed when you really think about it. So
yeah,
I had 6 good seasons of really great TV, and then 7 and 8 were okay.
Right. So some people absolutely need a big payoff at the end.
Yeah.
For the closure and to wrap everything up.
So few of my shows get good payoffs. So few of my shows actually get to end when they want to end that I'm like, I'm over that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to hold it up as the greatest show of all time, but at the same time, I have a hard time hating on it. Now, are you considered a Northern Isle?
Oh, here's a little guy. 11 Cabito.
Woo! All right, yeah, that's where we want to go.
What's that spell that just kills everyone? Is that a Janus spell?
No, it's a Fred spell. Never heard of the Dragon Prince. You should check out the Dragon Prince. The Dragon Prince is great because you'll see stuff in the first episode and it won't pay off for like a season or half a season. And you'll go back and you'll look and you'll see all the little clues planted along the way. It's so good. I really, really recommend the Dragon Prince. It's on Netflix right now.
I never watched that either.
You should. It's fantastic.
Am I going around south of this island?
And you're going to go to the north side. Did we get food?
Yeah.
Okay. And then keep going around the... you're going to go to the... Yeah, keep going north. Keep going north. And when you get to the mountains, disembark. Right there. Yep.
B.
And there it is.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's so good. And it's I don't want to spoil any of it. If you're going to watch it, go watch it. I'm told I got to catch up on Castlevania. That's something.
I've heard that's really good.
I watched the first season, which is 4 episodes. I don't call that a season, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see the Barligan.
Oh, he popped out of nowhere.
Yeah. Sneaky little Barligan.
Yep.
I think I'll just tote of the Barligan.
I will say about Dragon Prince, because it is clues being planted, don't write it off after the first episode. Because, like, the first episode, I was like, I see why people like it, but I don't know that it's worth the hype.
What, is it just like a fantasy show?
Fantasy, it has an anime flavor of art design in that it's really polished, really clean, everything's really well done. But I wouldn't describe it as an anime. It doesn't have that over-the-top crazy.
Ooh, should I take this gold Jingasa?
Oh my god, yeah.
Is it animated?
Yes.
Okay.
Gold Jingasa.
A solid gold Jingasa.
Who should get that? Who do you think? Who should get it? Oh, well, because like anybody can wear it except the mages. How about Who Dat? What's Who Dat wearing? That seems, yeah, that's a no-brainer. All right.
Boy, these Barligans are coming out of the woodwork, and I am low on power. How did I get in here with no power? That was an oversight, I think.
I think so. I think we just missed that on the way in. Yeah, I missed the 22 episode seasons. That reminds me, speaking of, so like Transformers. There was a mini-series that was 3 episodes. Season 1 was 13 episodes. How many episodes in season 2? Just take a guess.
The animated Transformer series from the 80s?
Yeah, from 1985. How many episodes in season 2?
40.
49.
49?
Yeah.
I thought I was exaggerating for comedic effect.
I know, I could tell.
Damn. we used to record that show on our top-loading VCR and then watch it in slow motion to see how the Transformers transformed. I thought that was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Good times, good times. But it was like on VHS, so it looked like shit, and there's like the frame rate's just trash anyway. Yeah.
The real crime about there only being 6 episodes in the last season is they were offered more episodes.
Oh, really? Did no one want to do it?
The Dan and Dan were like, we would have to invent too much stuff, and so they're like, no, let's just hit the plot points we got to hit and get out.
Wow, ill-advised. Got to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't have George R.R. Martin holding your hand.
And one more episode. If they had done an episode where we needed 2 more episodes. One was we needed an episode where the Night King had trashed that other castle he had invaded before. Like the whole episode where he just went full Vader on it.
So you hated him more?
So you hated him more, and you realize this guy's a legit badass. Because right now what happens is he rides a dragon, gets his spear caddy to spear another dragon to bring him his spear, and he chucks one, and ooh, scary. And then he walks in and gets stabbed in the back by a little girl. That's
not much of an arc.
Yeah.
All he did in the first 6 seasons I watched was stand in the back and look like a badass. I don't think he did anything in any of those seasons.
Nothing to earn that demeanor he got. You give him a thing where he's like Freddy Kruegering his way through a thing, so you know that when they get to Winterfell...
Nice. That's a new verb. But yeah, right.
You give him that so that you know when we get to Winterfell, shit's going to get real. That would have been really cool. And then one where Varys had been sending notes out to spies to start to overthrow Daenerys. An episode where more of that was handled. Where we delved into what the spies were doing, an actual attempt on her maybe, something that really helped stoke that paranoia she had.
Sure.
I think those 2 episodes would have really enhanced the season in a way where people wouldn't have felt as rushed and would have felt more like they were given clues as to what was going to happen.
Yeah. People like to figure out what they think is going to happen, and when you rush it, you rob people of that.
Right, because they don't have that moment to go. I'm going to Freddy Krueger my way through the grocery store next time I go shopping. I think Krueger was the best of those 80s horror villains.
Yeah, better than Michael Myers?
Better than, just more one-liners. I like the one-liners.
Yeah.
Jason and Myers were just quiet. And that's scary, I guess, but some guy who's just can't even be bothered to work up effort to get you. He's just laughing his way through it oh, you're cute.
Yeah. Dude, that first Nightmare on Elm Street movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Because he was kind of, he had a personality. Jason Voorhees doesn't have a personality.
Right.
But then there was that ill-advised one where where the kid's like a wizard. Do you remember that? I think it was the third one.
Dream Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a little bit rough. Let's be honest about that.
They were all rough after the first one.
Yeah. Runeblade? Is that what something we're interested in?
We could be. I mean,
Consult the Book of Armaments.
Consult the Book of Armaments.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean,
if there's not a game called Runeblade, someone needs to make it.
It casts like a hit everything, but I don't know that it's better than anything we're swinging because we don't want to get rid of the katana. And Ninja's not going to use it.
All right.
Stumpy's using the. You know what I'm talking about?
The Emerald Rod.
No, Sunspear.
Oh, the Sunspear. That's right.
Yeah. So now,
skip it.
I mean,
Give it a miss.
Give it a miss.
Sure.
How old were you when you watched Nightmare on Elm Street? I'm trying to remember how old I was. Too young.
I was also too young. I had an older brother who liked that stuff, and so I ended up watching a lot of things that I probably should not have been watching.
I had to say, like, maybe I was 10. I begged my parents to let me watch them, like, I'm ready for a scary movie. And they're like, are you, though?
Were you?
Actually, I was.
Yeah. Whoops.
That one didn't bother me. But the asterisk on that is I'd already seen Poltergeist. I'd already seen... what else had I seen by then? But Poltergeist was a big one. Like, Poltergeist messed me up. Oh, Jabberwocky.
The Terry Gilliam Jabberwocky movie?
The opening scene of Jabberwocky screwed me up for years.
Totally. Yeah. The movies, Poltergeist definitely scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, which is weird because if you go back and like watch it now, it's not scary at all. It's just like Steven Spielberg being Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, I'm still scared from Attack of the Killer Clowns. How about Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
There's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
No. What's this guy's deal? Oh, Cyclops. The staff made me think they were wizards. That's just...
I thought he was a cookie head.
That's staffist of me, I guess. What would you call that?
Come on. Well, we're making some money down here.
What'd you think of Jabberwocky, Mark? Oh, Stumpy's poisoned.
Oh, gee, thank you. This is a job for Janice and her Dunasu. Done, sucker. Oh, I gotta.
Oh man, we can do a hammer.
Yeah. We gotta stop talking about the movies that scared us as children and pay attention. The movie that probably fucked me up the most, though, was Naked Lunch. The David Cronenberg, William S. Burroughs thing.
Yeah.
There was like the spider with the talking asshole on its back and stuff. It just
Yeah.
really, like, I should not have seen that. It's
How
nothing.
old were
It's, I must have been like probably 11, something
Okay.
like that.
Maybe that would have done it to me then. Like,
It was just so, like, I knew that it was wrong. Like, what I was watching was wrong.
Mhm.
And it didn't scare me so much as it disturbed me on a really deep
Yeah.
level. Because that shit is pretty disturbing.
I came to it when I was like 19. There's this, actually 18. There's this girl who's like, this is just such a great movie. And I watched it and hand to God could not give a shit. Just the whole thing. I'm like, this is just stupid. Like,
Yeah. It's
I don't know why. It doesn't, and I know people love it. It's one of those where it's like,
It's Cronenberg. It is Cronenbergiest, I think.
well, and like, again, I think it says more about me, and don't judge my opinion on shit, because I also think 2001 is far too up its own ass. Like,
Okay, here we go.
the gloves are off.
Look, man, I'm not saying...
Look, I'm in the minority on this. Like, you don't have to defend shit.
I was going to say, like, I think it's so ballsy to tell anyone that a movie like Naked Lunch is good. Like, you should, unless you know them really well and you know what kind of person they are, that's not something you just, like, you know, trot out at a dinner party with a stranger, like, oh yeah, you should watch Naked Lunch, it's really good, and like, Happiness is really funny, you should watch that too. Like, you just don't do that to people unless you really know who they are, you know?
Eraserhead's another one that could show up. You liked Eraserhead.
That fucked me up as a kid too. That was another one. That girl with the cheeks in the radiator. Oh man.
Haven't seen it.
I love 2001, Timothy. You and me, baby. That's why you're gonna be low man in his party, and I'm gonna be.
No, seriously. Like I said, 2001 is considered a classic and a masterpiece, and people love it. I don't think it needs that long to tell its story.
Sorry, I'm getting paged. I don't know, man. I think it does. It's ponderous. It's ponderous.
It's ponderous, man. Really ponderous. The dad's out for a walk.
I mean, any movie that starts at the dawn of man and ends at the next stage of human evolution, I don't think it's fair to say that it's too long.
I think that by definition is that it's too long. There's no way you're going to succinctly tell that story in a couple hours.
Oh no.
See, Tim's with you. He likes the pacing.
Yep, I like the pacing too.
Let's just qualify how little I have any room to shit on anything. Timmy's like, I found my vinyl recording of the 2001 soundtrack.
Oh.
I found my vinyl recording of Pac-Man Fever.
Wow. Is that in the wrapper?
No, it's in a frame. It is.
Oh.
I framed it.
Sure.
So when I say I don't like 2001, please consider the source.
The thing is, like, I totally get why people don't like 2001. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it in the theater a few times. Do we want this Doomaroo plus 2?
You're asking the tough questions, man.
I know.
Hang on.
Doomaroo plus 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Legend of Curly's Gold. What's Janice strapped into?
Oh. A Haramedo.
Ramido. Oh, hell yeah, she wants that.
Done.
Let's make sure I didn't just fuck her over. Okay, let's take a look at Janice. What's her AC?
Oh, god damn it. Hold on.
Keep going. Yeah.
She's happy?
She's happy. She's -9.
I
You
got
need to
it.
watch 2001 again, Chris. No, I really don't. I've seen it many times. I've seen 2010, I think, 3 times.
2001 is so much better than 2010, although I do love me some John Lithgow. I love John Lithgow. Do you think he's watching?
Trade. You think John Lithgow's watching?
Maybe. He could be.
Anything's possible. He might be into Deathlord. You don't know.
Yeah.
Where am I looking for? Right
I'm going to hide and rest these people up. Okay. Put some more food in my face.
Do we want to go raise Houdat?
I don't know. Should we stack some more levels? Maximize
My
our.
wife never made it past the apes, so she had no idea it was a space movie. Oh my god. Like, I don't think it's a great movie, but I could make it past the apes. I mean, I think it's an okay movie.
Really though, if you're like, I think The Apes is a good time to tap out if you're going to tap out. Really. Because immediately after The Apes, you have like an 8-minute long musical sequence, and then
Go on.
a protracted running scene.
Did we need those? Did they really further the story?
Every frame of that movie is a masterpiece, dude. Every one of the 8 billion frames is a work of art.
I'm thinking there's a couple frames that probably could have gotten cut out, but giving me some of my life back.
I saw it in 70 millimeter. That was like that. After I did that, I was like, I think I might be done now because
Seen it in all its ways, all its glory.
I think yeah, like when the hipsters come, I'll be able to say, yeah, I saw 2001 on 70 millimeter, and they'll be like, oh, okay,
When
carry on.
when Corona descends us into anarchy and wild hipster bands roam the earth,
Yep.
judging who's watched 2001,
I'll be
you'll be the only
spared.
one of us alive.
I'll be spared, and you will not. And I will not speak up to save you.
No, you should, man.
I'll be like, that guy has Pac-Man fever upstairs. Get him.
Get him. But I know who Hocus Pocus is. But that's not hipster. I don't know what is.
I'm going back in.
I'm down.
Moakari.
Yeah, I feel like tonight we might not get as much done, but I think we're having a better conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it's perfect, like, grinding kind of conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Say, what is your guilty pleasure movie? What is your movie you know sucks ass, but you like it anyway?
I mean, I have so many.
Top of the list. Top 5 anyway. I know they probably bounce around.
As far as how much I like it or how ashamed of it I am that I like it.
Shame. You're looking for shame.
Oh, the movie I'm most ashamed about liking. I'm pretty embarrassed about really liking the movie Contact.
Are you?
Yeah, but I don't think that's quite... Like, I know there's, like yours should probably be Kroll.
It's in there, yeah.
Yeah. And I actually like Kroll a lot, too.
I'm trying to remember the movie. It's a low-budget movie. And I can tell you the premise. And it's one of those movies that... Oh, I know my most shameful movie that I like that no one else liked.
What?
No one else liked.
Tell me.
Blair Witch 2.
Oh, okay. I never saw it.
I got the premise. I got what they were going for. I liked it. I'm not saying it's a great movie, but I'm like, oh, I like this. And everybody else is like, this sucks. I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to just shut up about that then. No, there's a movie where the premise is these kids were on some road trip and their car breaks down and they get picked up by this guy in an RV and you can tell he's not right. And he starts talking about aliens and lights and government conspiracies and things are coming to get them. And then aliens attack the RV. And he's having gunfights with the aliens. And, the kids are getting killed by the aliens. And you get to the end of it, and I think he gets away. He drives off, having killed the aliens, but the aliens got all the kids. And they don't do a good job of like selling the message they're trying to sell. But if you kind of look back at it, like 2 kids go running away from the RV because they get freaked out by this guy. And then he goes into the woods to try and get them back, and there's lights shining, and the aliens are coming, and he shoots 2 aliens and runs back into the RV. And when you get done and you think about it, you go, you know, every time the kids disappeared, that's the exact number of aliens he killed. And it's funny because it's not scary, but like I got done watching it and went to the bottom of my stairs and looked up because I had to go upstairs to get something, and everything was dark up there, and I didn't want to go upstairs.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm like, I'm not scared, but do I need that shit right now? Maybe I'll hang out down here for a while.
Yeah, anything that can make you feel that as a grown-up is remarkable.
So, yeah, go on.
I really liked Pacific Rim. I liked that movie. I saw it in the theater with my brother. He was definitely high. I may have been high. Or no, I don't think I was. I think I was with my son, so only he was high.
Oh, he was high.
Yeah. Not my son, my brother. And man, I had a good time, and then I watched it again years later, and I was like, this movie is terrible. This is a terrible movie. Like, the characters are bad. The plot's, like, not that great. I still like it. And I like the sequel.
Yeah. Have you ever watched the YouTube channel Good Bad Flicks?
No.
The guy there does movies like Pacific Rim and the sequel, Rocket Jocks, and all those things.
Oh, yeah,
and
Rocket Jocks.
Talks about...
Robo-Jocks.
Like, or Robo-Jocks, sorry. Yeah.
Robot Jocks or whatever. Yeah, anyway, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Like, he takes these bad movies and he tears them apart, and sometimes good movies that you might not know about. That's actually where I heard about Dolomite before the Netflix thing. And he tears them apart and finds what's still good in them. You know, it's like, yeah, this sucked, but here's why, or here's some things that got right, or here's some things that influenced that were good, and it's a really great show. If you're into really bad movies, or think you're into really bad movies.
I mean, there's plenty of movies I love that are bad, but like I know they're bad, and I like them because they're bad, like in that way that people like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't count those. What's that?
No, you should. Beastmaster.
Yeah, Beastmaster.
Beastmaster was another one that screwed me up as a kid.
Really?
Those bat monsters that just...
Oh, yeah.
And the guy turns to bones.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Was the movie Night Skies? I think it was. Oh, let me check.
Oh, we'll have a viewing party.
Malcolm McDowell movie. Remind me of that in a second. Night Skies, 2007. Yeah, it was, baby. That is the movie. Oh, my God. Thank you. How did you know that? Off my shitty description. Oh, my God.
Well, now I want to see it. It sounded good.
It's not. Don't let me trick you. like Malcolm McDowell. Got 2.5 stars? That's not right.
Too many?
Oh, that's a different one. I need to find the movie I'm looking for. Malcolm McDowell, IMDb. It's a Malcolm McDowell movie. It's a scary movie. It's from long ago, though. 90s, probably.
Janice.
I think it was Island of the Dead. Yes. Island of the Dead. Oh my god. What a bad movie.
Really? Have I seen this, do you think?
I doubt it. Google Foo. Your Google Foo is better than mine then, because I was not finding that. No, Island of the Dead. So Malcolm McDowell plays. It doesn't matter. He plays this like industrialist guy who's shipping garbage to an island outside the city limits that was an old Indian burial ground.
Bad move, Malcolm McDowell.
Bad move, Malcolm McDowell. So the flies become possessed and reach out and attack people and kill them in swarms of flies. All the fly attacks take place at night. So
you can't see the flies?
You never see the flies.
It's brilliant filmmaking, really.
It's only logical.
Yeah.
Every time Malcolm McDowell has to walk somewhere for some reason, it trots out this, like, it slows down his walk and makes it take like 5 minutes for him to get to the building of the car when absolutely nothing's happening and it's playing gangster rap over the top of him. It's like the only music in the show.
No way.
And it's so bad. You really, if you're like, hey, I want to waste an hour and a half of my life, check out Island of the Dead. It's so bad.
And it's got Malcolm McDowell in it?
It's got Malcolm McDowell in it.
I'll check out New Rose Hotel, based on a William Gibson short story.
Yeah, I'll check that out too.
That sounds cool. I like William Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Before I started the Michael Douglas sex thrillers, I was doing end of the world movies. I think that was real common when the whole coronavirus thing started, because there were a bunch of them that they put on Netflix and they were all like trending for a while. So I watched some of those. Man, there's some shitty end of the world movies though.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why they did that. I still think The Thing and movies like it are better Corona movies.
Totally.
Than the typical end of the world movie.
I gotta say, I think Deep Impact might be one of my guilty pleasure movies. I saw that in the theater too, and I was really impressed that there was actually large-scale death and destruction in it, because really that's what you want out of those movies. But not a great film.
Trinity Spaghetti Westerns.
I'm just kind of camping by the entrance here because I keep getting dinged up pretty bad.
Spaghetti Westerns are always good, though. Like, I don't think there's such a thing as a bad spaghetti Western.
Are those old or new?
These look old.
Like Banjo?
Yeah, like Banjo. Banjo. One of my other guilty pleasures is the remake of The House on Haunted Hill. I liked the House on Haunted Hill as a Vincent Price movie.
Yeah.
Super campy. And so when they remade it, I went in prepared to be pissed. But they added like a little bit to the beginning and the end of the movie to keep like people who'd seen it before guessing, but didn't really change the middle all that much.
Yeah.
So
I think
like spaghetti westerns, will you recommend The Good, the Bad, and the Weird?
Never heard of it. Oh, actually, maybe I have. Yeah, I think maybe I've seen The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. That rings a bell.
I'm down.
I think one of the best... Whoa, oh, god damn these things. One of the best scary movies is The Changeling with George C. Scott. Fantastic. I love that movie. It's genuinely scary, and it's kind of like those old scary movies, because it's not, there's no like blood, there's no, you don't even see the ghost really, but it's great. It's really good.
I like John Carpenter's vampires, and I know I shouldn't.
You can like anything John Carpenter does.
I either can watch the sequel where John Bon Jovi is the hero.
That's love.
That's right.
What about They Live? Do you have feelings about They Live?
I
I like They Live too. It was great. It blew me away the first time I saw it.
So you were watching Michael Douglas movies?
Yeah, I didn't know that that Paul, I don't know how to say his last name, Paul Verhoeven.
Okay.
He directed Total Recall and that movie where the Nazi guys fight the bugs, Starship Troopers, and he directed Basic Instinct. And I had no idea, but I'm a big fan of his work. Paul
Below the Root on C64. I think it's on the list, but let me give it a requested. That is actually my work mail. That's not what I want to do at all. Come on, Chris. You know how to use the internet.
Do you?
It's some days. Oh.
That is some bullshit AI pathfinding. Alright, I'll come to you. Don't come to me.
Oh my god. Oh. Well, it's a little bit out there, but it is. Not only is it in our request list, it's in our schedule to do.
Ooh. I know nothing about it. What is it?
Really old adventure game. I want to say it started out on the Spectrum based on the graphics, but let me take a peek.
Matt Golke has entered the chat.
What?
I know Matt Golke from way back in the day.
You managed to go a year on YouTube without making a comment. You're welcome, buddy. We have questions.
The Dark Side has a lot of snacks.
Dark Star has to go on the list. Dark Star's good.
Oh, I love Dark Star.
Dark Star's good.
Oh, it's 420.
420. You know what we might have to do? Oh, I wonder. Okay, hang on. There's a whole Below the Root's got a whole thing going on with it.
Oh.
Is that your guiltiest pleasure, Matt? Golke? Is Dark Star, or do you have something that you're like, oh man, no one should know I like this movie?
Ah. Boy, these guys just pop up out of nowhere. We've got to be like approaching more level ups, or these jerks.
The ones in back? I would hope so. Iron Sky. Oh God, I want to see Iron Sky. I keep looking at it and going, "Oh, that's so a me movie." Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. I wonder if that's on our list. Alibaba is not on our list, but I can make that happen.
Would that be a short game, do you think?
We'll find out.
Let's play it instead of Zorro.
Shh.
Yeah. I know. I shouldn't talk shit about it before, but I'm just so upset.
It's growing on me.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll give it some more time, I guess.
Give it a couple more swings. It will be an interesting conversation. Chris, you're dead on about 2001. Way too long. Thank you. And Mr. Gulke, would you like to clarify for the people at home what your degree is in? What I want to do, speaking of, since Golke's here, I need to find a way to get, what is it? I think I've got it on our short game list. I don't. How do I not have this on either of our lists?
Rushing through 2001 is like riding a Segway scooter through the Louvre. Like, you gotta stop in front of the art and appreciate it. You can't just go streaking by the Mona Lisa with a GoPro on. You gotta...
I mean, how long do you need to look at it? It's a lady kind of smirking. Done. I'm on my way.
Oh my God.
I've seen it. What else you got? Show me some Hooters. I'm sorry.
Wow. I'll eat a Starburst about that.
Yeah. There's my offensive joke for the evening, and moving on.
Oh, Zombie 2. Yeah, where the zombie fights the shark. That's a gross... Is that the one with the eye splinter scene?
I think that's the first one.
Oh. I thought it was the same one. I might be wrong.
I've heard you can't get to the Mona Lisa, especially because it's so small that it's hard to see from far away. And I don't mean to sound like a total Philistine. I do like art. I do appreciate it. I give Matt a little bit of shit about 2001.
I mean, I'm totally pretentious. Let's not pretend I'm not.
I am not.
As we've seen. I don't know. Everyone likes different stuff. It's all right. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
And then there's movies like, what's the Citizen Kane?
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, if you see it, I think people are kind of have the attitude of like, what's the big deal? But it's because every movie since then has been used what Citizen Kane did. So it's one of those things. We talk about that with games too, where you have to appreciate it for the time it was made, which 2001, I think, was what, 1969? Somewhere in there? Will you look it up?
Yeah, I'm on it.
I think it was before Star Wars, wasn't it? I don't know. I might be wrong.
1968.
68.
So yeah, that is one thing I do give it. I really give it the, like, no one would believe you if you said 1968. Other than the absolute pacing of that movie, which is a total concept of moving the plot along movie.
It's not really a plot-driven movie, I don't think.
But it's that whole, like, you should never be watching something, reading something, listening to something, and thinking, what are the interesting people doing right now? Because this isn't them. And I feel that a lot from that movie. It's like, okay, this guy's jogging on the treadmill. Someone somewhere has to be buying groceries or taking a shit or doing something even mildly more interesting.
Yeah. I see your point, but I don't agree with it. Oh boy. This worries me a little bit.
I mean, imagine if we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, party's going to camp for the night. I go, okay. What color is the sleeping bag? And do you sleep on your right or left side? How much does the other people snoring bother you? And we spend the whole night talking about your sleeping habits instead of the adventure. It might feel artsy, but it's not entertaining.
Well, yeah, it's not a very entertaining movie at all. That's totally fair.
And that leads me to the question of then, why is it a movie? Like, what is it saying?
Well, I mean, it says a lot. I think it's about a lot of different things. I think it's very packed with meaning and symbolism, I think.
Do you know what any of those meanings are symbols?
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff about mankind's relationship to their tools and
sleeping habits are the adventure.
yeah, and space being boring and deadly.
And space toilets. There's part of me as like a designer, programmer guy who has to think about just the mundane nuts and bolts of shit I do at my job, that appreciates the thought that went into that story and that sci-fi storytelling and that the attempt to bring realism and really the mundanity into the story. I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I
can also be bored to death by it. Like it's
yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I give you shit about it because it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that other than I can appreciate the parts of it. I appreciate what makes it artsy. I can appreciate, the work and thought that went into foreshadowing the future. And still, like, I think that's my biggest gripe with it. So we've got all this foreshadowing of the future, all this time and effort and work that went into all these different things to be brought together to make it believable, and no effort into making it interesting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. But I don't think it was designed to be something that's... I don't think the intention is to peek into the future and see something. I think it's designed to tell you kind of a larger, subtler story.
foreshadow where we're going next? And
No, I don't think that was a literal intention of the movie. I didn't think.
okay,
Um, I think. Well, I don't know. Like you went through such great pains to show people in space being infantile. You know, like that's that
yeah,
whole scene right after the monkey part, the ape part,
mhm.
is all, you know, showing how infantile people have to be in space and their total reliance upon their tools,
Mhm.
and like that juxtaposed against the apes whose net evolutionary step was to acquire tools.
Yes.
Like that's very interesting. But I never I didn't think of it as being a forward looking thing.
Oh. I think one of the most interesting parts, one of the things I think is actually like really redeeming of the movie is how much stuff it got right about the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the part that's like someone spent the time to really sit down and think about, all right, how are they gonna power this stuff? How are they gonna get there? And then what's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen when they do? And
Yeah. And the way it's so silent in space and
Mhm.
so and the lighting is so stark, like that's pretty accurate to be like what space would be like, which you don't get from your Star Wars.
No. And now just to flip my role in this thing and on its head a little bit, I was just listening to something about zombie movies and the guy who created Night of the Living Dead,
Mm-hmm.
first one, the premise, uh, and then the guy who wrote World War Z. He got to talk to him and asked, "Well, what'd you think of my book on how to survive the zombie apocalypse?" And the guy's like, "I think you think about this way too much." And he thinks anybody who thinks about how to survive the zombie apocalypse is stupid because that's not what zombie movies are supposed to be about.
Right. That's not what Night of the Living Dead was about.
Mm-mm. And all the movies since then, the movies that have become entertaining, the thing I'm shooting for with 2001, end up missing the point and watering down the message.
Totally.
You know, so it's one of those where it's like I wish he did more with it.
The
Something like Blade
George.
Runner, you know, something that took the story and message and still.
Are you talking about George Romero or the World War Z guy?
No, I'm talking about. I'm going back to 2001 here. I'm
Oh,
taking that taking that premise of I still wish there was something more done with it without losing the message. But we went from 2001 to Star Wars, which is fun
mm-hmm.
and has a bit of a message,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. 2001 is all just dense symbolism and subtext, and it's not really fun to watch at all.
Which is why I don't like you've watched it so many times. I'm like, you know the message.
Yeah, but you can pick out new because like whether you believe it or not,
I believe
the
whatever
common
you're.
understanding is that every little thing that Kubrick does is very intentional. So I think it really
That
opens you up. Yeah, he was totally nuts. It opens it up so you can watch it and like think about every choice because every choice he makes means something. Like that, you know, in Kubrick's mind, that guy running around in circles for 5 minutes meant something, and like
Mhm.
you can think about it and try to noodle it out if you want, because you got to do something while that's happening. Otherwise, you'll just be bored.
Stakeland. What Stakeland? In the world of vampires, an expert vampire hunter and his young protege travel towards sanctuary. I'll watch Stakeland. I'll check that
I
out.
saw that on Netflix, I think, but I never watched it.
What was the movie I told you we gotta watch next time we're in the room together? You know the one I'm talking about with the kid in the power glove.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Fuck. I have it in my text somewhere. I'm
Found
getting
it. Turbo Kid.
Turbo Kid, yeah.
Turbo Kid. I think Turbo Kid might be the opposite of 2001.
Mm-hmm. It means nothing. The Wizard. That's a movie we should watch.
We should watch The Wizard.
I would watch the shit out of The Wizard. I saw that shit in the theater. In the Superior Mall.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Super Mario Brothers 3 in the lobby. And after I saw The Wizard, I played Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
And that was a
Well,
fantastic time.
It was a commercial for Super Mario Brothers 3 more than a movie, but
Turbo Kid is good.
I think Chris should keep talking about 2001. It's a lot like the running scene. Yeah, it is.
I still haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut, Kubrick's last movie.
Really?
I heard it was really bad, and I love him so much I don't want to watch it.
You don't want to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
2001 would have been way better with lightsabers. 2001 would have been way better with, just condense the whole first part of it down to where we get to the ships. Like, you want to do a little bit of run up, a little bit of just shrink it down, 15 minutes, and then get to the AI versus people.
Less
Focus on that.
less apes.
Less apes, less running in space, less watching the musical space station spin around.
The only thing I will grudgingly admit is that the freak out scene toward the end could have been a little bit shorter. But I would not have trimmed anything else because I think it's just beautiful. But that freak out scene goes on a real long time. And you could definitely argue that it doesn't need to do that. And I would not be able to defend it. The other stuff I feel like I could defend, but that freak out scene, quite long. If you're not on acid, it gets a little boring. These guys are just getting beat up and not leveling up.
I mean, we're trying to cast spells with them, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've Nasu'd and Hitamud and Toto'd.
With nothing. And... yeah, they'll get there. I think a lot of them leveled up shortly before last time, so they're probably taking a little bit to grind through here.
Yeah.
But Hudat and Iamurai got them, so they can't be too far behind.
Yeah, I would think. Whoops. Do some damage, you. Ugh.
So, other than 2001, which is obviously boring people at home, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite what?
Favorite movie. Best movie. Best movie. If you said this is, other than 2001, this is the best movie people should watch.
Oh man, that's a tough question. Other than 2001, because that's usually my go-to. So after I say that, people usually don't ask me anything else.
Right. Like, okay, he has no good taste in movies.
Yeah, yeah. Like we have no interest in hearing anything else that you like. I really like There Will Be Blood. I love There Will Be Blood. And I really like The Big Lebowski. I could watch that movie over and over again. I really like it. What about you? What's your
Actually,
favorite?
I was going to say the movie I think's best, and I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but the movie I think's best is Dead Poets Society.
That's a beautiful movie.
Really love Dead Poets Society. That spoke to me, and I think that changed me as a person.
Did you ever see The Fisher King?
Yes.
I like that too. Yeah, Dead Poets Society was really good.
My favorite movie, though, if like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get to watch, just some movie that's gonna make me ridiculously happy. Big Trouble in Little China.
Such a good time.
Such a good time.
Yeah, that's a great movie. It's just so over the top.
Oh yeah. I want to watch Red Dawn again.
Isn't that Dolph Lundgren? Who's in that? What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Red Scorpion?
Maybe.
I don't know. Ooh, Golden Crown.
Oh, let's check that shit out. Let's give it to Iamurai, because he seems to be getting his ass kicked. What's Iamurai rocking? A Kabuto? Just double check here. Yeah, let's give it to him.
I love Troll Hunter. That was a great movie.
Is that Swedish one?
Yeah. Yeah, I like anything with giant stuff in it, usually.
Yeah, we tried to watch that at my bachelor party.
Oh, yeah? How'd it go?
You were there.
I don't remember.
I know. I don't know where you were that night. Not like drunk or anything. You were just very preoccupied. So.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
think it was a long drive to get there. And
Oh, that's likely.
I was like, fuck it. It's late. I'm tired. What are we watching? Fine.
I probably fell asleep.
Apocalypse Now.
Oh, yeah, that's a great movie. I would like to see Lawrence of Arabia on 70 millimeter. I heard that's really good. There's a theater near me that has a 70 millimeter projector, but that was in the before time when we could go to movies.
Here's an interesting question. What movie has been presented to you in a disturbing way that made you not like it? Like, just the way it was presented to you ruined the movie.
I think the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie.
Okay.
I saw it in the theater. I think I was supposed to meet. I think it was my now ex-wife, and she just like didn't show up, and I was real upset and mad. Otherwise, like definitely those two movies I mentioned earlier, Eraserhead and Naked Lunch, because I didn't know what I was gonna watch. I had no idea it would be so disturbing. So I would say those three are probably the ones,
So when I was, how old was I? I had to be 13. My mother couldn't believe I hadn't seen a movie yet, despite being 13 and her having taken me to all of them. And so she went to get it from the movie rental place, sat me down, and made me watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. That is not what a 13-year-old wants their mother to give them.
No.
It just made the whole thing weird.
Yeah, I saw Pulp Fiction in the theater with my mom. That was a little awkward. It was a little awkward. I don't know, though. If I could choose, I think I'd choose that over Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's just so weird.
Yeah, it's weird. My mom loves Rocky Horror Picture Show. She went to college after I was older. She went back.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was on some sort of student organizational entertainment committee, and so she would organize Rocky Horror Picture showings and
Cool.
get those all going. Like that was a thing for her. She loves that movie. That and Jesus Christ Superstar. I don't understand the connection, but there you go. That's a good mom. Is it though, Tim? Is it?
Yeah.
It is. It is. Just, it felt weird at 13. I'm like, what did you just make me watch, Mom? Like, aren't you supposed to be telling me not to watch this? I feel like that's your role in this part of the equation. So,
Right. You should have been shielded from that.
yeah.
So you were at least 17.
Stopping it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it now. It's a good movie, but it did throw me off for many years.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good bad movie, I should say.
Yeah, it was just so strange. I get why people love that movie.
Especially if you know the script and you can go do all those bits.
Mm-hmm. I really love Tim Curry, too.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. I went back and watched Clue not too long ago. I didn't think it stood up. I thought it was going to be really something fantastic, and I still liked it, but
yeah,
I thought
I've seen it a couple times since then too. Same thing. Like it's good.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Janice just never has any power. Oh boy.
Oh, I went to fast forward. Oh, that's a good. I don't remember what the Adam Sandler one was.
I think it was called Click, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
I never saw that. Was it not a typical Adam Sandler movie? Punch Drunk Love wasn't. I heard that. What was that recent movie where he is like a jewelry dealer or something?
I don't know.
I wanted to see that. I heard it was really good. Run the Jewels. I don't think that's it.
From the Jewels. Another good one is that's not a typical that person's movie. Will Ferrell, Stranger Than Fiction.
I never saw it.
Oh, it's fantastic. Will Ferrell wakes up one day and someone starts narrating his life. He can hear them narrating his life.
That's great.
And then one day he wakes up and they're like, today Will didn't know it, but he has 2 weeks to live. And he's like, what?
I like that guy.
So you think of it as supposed to be like some sort of slapstick thing. No, it's a drama, and there's funny parts, but it's
Yeah.
like,
I do not want to get Who Dat killed.
no, please don't get who that kid. I watch Will Ferrell movies like I watch Tom Cruise movies.
Fair.
No, normally me too, but
I think he's funny.
sometimes he'll end up in there. He can be, but he can also just be one note sometimes, and that's why.
Yeah, like Blades of Glory. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. It was absurd.
Gotta watch Elf then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I liked Elf.
I liked Elf, and that's what I'm saying. Like there are some where it's like, oh, that's good, and there are some where it's like, I liked Old School, but he wasn't in it much.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fred is STV?
Starving.
Oh, shit.
Did you not buy Fred some food? Fred
No.
only eats food that's spelled Phood. So did you get the special food for Fred?
Fred food?
Fred food?
Oh, I'm outside, aren't I?
Mm-hmm. It says outdoor, so yes.
Yeah. I can't use light outdoors, can I?
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
You have to hide. Just he's got food.
He's got 8 food.
No, that'll be fine.
I gotta get these guys to the
Just
food
hide.
store.
Have Houdat hide. Wait till the sun comes up.
That was tense. Did we all see Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler? That was a non-traditional Adam Sandler movie.
I have not.
I like that movie. He's good in it.
Is he?
Yeah, surprisingly. I grudgingly admit it because I do not like Adam Sandler at all.
What do you feel about Pauly Shore?
Oh, God. I bet you can guess. Where do I go to deal with this problem?
We're going to go in the boat and we're going to hook around to the left. We're on a continent that has food and training and everything.
Just follow the road?
No, let's go get on the boat. You will not be able to get into it without the boat. So go back up. Go back up.
Oh.
There it is.
Okay.
And then follow the west. Head westward. And then, kind of go back north a little bit and head west. Just west from there.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, yep.
North.
Attack that guy. No, keep going. You're going fine. Nope. Oh, we'll kill this guy. Yeah.
I got this. Keep going west.
South.
Down
You're
into the.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Enter here.
South.
Enter from the south. You're breaking up a little bit.
Am I? No.
Wow, that's a bold endorsement of Pauly Shore. Good for you. Good for you, Tim. I thought I knew you so well, Tim. I thought we were in perfect sync on all these matters, but now you're throwing me some curveballs. I do like Kurt Russell though.
Yeah.
I'll watch any Kurt Russell movie. God damn it, I'm on the wrong fucking thing. They need to hire a city planner.
They do.
Where do I go for this food?
Food? You were going to go. So which way did you came in from the south?
Yeah.
Shoot. Go to the center. We need to go north, actually. Okay, go south. Like, go east. You can't see where I'm pointing. Nope, yep, east and the north. And then keep going north. And then stay on the right side of the north path. No, you're fine. Go west. I know I'm being very confusing. No, go east. And here you go north.
Oh, yes.
I think you can read over the table, yeah.
Nope.
Pauly Shore's God. I liked Pauly Shore in Country Boy, and I think that's it. Or City Boy, or whatever. What is that one?
Waterboy? Wait, no, Pauly Shore? Oh,
Son-in-Law.
Son-in-Law. Sure.
But I was very young, and I might be wrong.
Yeah, you could probably just let that one lie. You probably don't need to go revisit that.
Yeah. I wish we did that with some of our games.
Yeah.
There's some games where like, man, I used to like that game. If I had just left it alone.
Well, yeah. I think we kind of knew that going into this, though, that it was inevitable.
Well, I actually went in thinking that was going to be the case. I'm like, I'll find some games I don't like as much as I do, but I didn't realize it's going to make me as sad as it does.
Yeah.
It looks like the aliens from the Menagerie episode of Star Trek. A little bit.
Good call.
Do you want to train while we're here?
Sure. Yeah, I should probably start winding down. There's much to do tomorrow. type.
Ended up like Zoolander more than I expected. Yeah, me too. And I don't know why. I feel like I should have liked him.
I love Zoolander.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the guy in it because I also liked Mystery Men, which was.
Yeah, Mystery Men was good. Janine Garofalo was in that, wasn't she?
In there, yep. But technically, she was in the Brady Bunch movie, so we can't count on her to save shit.
Dude, the Brady Bunch movie was pretty solid.
No.
It was funny. As a satire of the Brady Bunch, I think it was pretty funny.
Yeah, fair enough. I just watched Used Cars last week. What's Used Cars, man?
Okay, I think everyone's got food.
1980.
I have not saved state once tonight.
Ain't that crazy?
Can I level these jerks up here?
Yes. So go to the water feature and go to the south side of it.
Which water feature? It's this whole town.
Central. Yep, go left. Go left.
Left.
And south. And go around and go south. And then you're going to stay on the left side of the south. So keep going south. Going south. And then go south. And go west. And I believe it's the south one here. Yeah.
Okay, pool gold to 1. Pool gold to 2.
Oh, Mystery Men. Yeah. Mystery Men and Galaxy Quest, I think, are two, like, spoof, not spoof movies.
Yeah. Both probably underrated. Although I think Galaxy Quest is pretty well loved. I think if you don't know it, you would look at it though and see that it's got Tim, what's his name in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then not want to watch it, which was my initial reaction. What's his name? Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, yeah. But it also has Alan Rickman.
True, and I love me some Alan Rickman.
And Sigourney Weaver.
And Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah. So, you know.
Isn't it the same basic plot as Three Amigos?
Three Amigos? Sort of.
Do you remember Three Amigos?
I do remember Three Amigos. No, go back. Go back. Go back. Go east.
Thanks. I would have been doing that for days.
South. Just go south. Just go straight south. And out. There you go.
Whew.
The town is the hardest part of this place. Galaxy Quest existed so Tim Allen could get more cocaine.
I thought that's why the Santa Claus existed.
I think that's why that existed. Or because he had enough cocaine is why the Santa Claus
Right. Oh, that's great. Okay, I'll attack this Raiders. Okay. You're a joke. Better do some gold poolage.
Yep.
Ooh. Pool gold to 6, pool gold to 5, pool gold to 4, pool gold to 3, pool gold to 4. Yeah, we're flush. We got
Oh my god.
40,000.
Check 6 just to be sure. Dang. All right.
It was a profitable run.
Yeah. You're going to want to go north here. Ooh, 14 raiders.
What's the spell that kills everyone?
The spell that kills everyone. Have you listened to Steve Martin's banjo music? Yes, I have.
Yeah, I like Steve. I like the banjo and I like Steve Martin's banjo music. I like the way he plays.
Dokumo. On Fred.
Oh, it's on Fred.
Yeah, you just had that on with him.
Done.
Yori.
No one wants this.
Yep. Go
I should-
north. Follow that around to the east. Keep following north. And yep, just keep wrapping around. Get off at the mountainside.
All right. I should probably heal everyone, though.
Yes. Smash Mouth song was in the soundtrack. I just looked up at the notes to see that. Yeah, it was.
Oh, no.
For Mystery Men, yeah.
Wow, I forgot about that. I was so happy. Okay.
I'd say one of my other guilty pleasure movies is UHF, but I feel like people should like that, so I don't
I
know
love
if
UHF.
I feel guilty about that.
I want to go back and watch the Mel Brooks movies, like A History of the World Part 1 and Young Frankenstein. I loved those movies growing up, and it's been so long since I've watched them.
I'm trying to remember the last time I watched them. I feel like some hold up, some don't. And I don't know how to describe it. They're all good. I didn't think History of the World was as good as I remembered.
Oh, really? That is probably true. It was pretty, I think, immature comedy.
Yeah. Blazing Saddles was good. Spaceballs is both better and worse than I remember.
I can't imagine Spaceballs not holding up. I love it so much, or I loved it. I don't know if I still do.
I was going to say, if you loved it, you'll still love it. Special City was great. Yeah, UHF and Back to the Future 3 were very interesting for me watching in the theater. UHF was me, my sister, three girls who I think their parents dropped off, like several rows ahead, and some guy in his mid-30s sitting over, and that was the only people in the theater. And I'm like, this is an interesting audience for the show. And I think me and the 30-year-old guy are the only people here who actually want to watch the movie.
Yeah.
And had a similar thing with Back to the Future 3, where like ZZ Top comes out and spins their guitars.
Mm-hmm.
And I laugh, and Troy laughs. And the mothers behind us laugh, and their kids in front of us turn around and stare at all of us. And I'm like, oh, I've moved over a line now.
Yep. You're laughing at the old people jokes.
I'm laughing at the old people jokes.
LA Story was great. I loved that movie. I haven't seen it in so many years. That was Sarah Jessica Parker and Steve Martin, right?
I think so.
Yeah, where like the sign talks to him or something. The traffic sign.
Digital. I watched UHF on VHS tape, watched a lot of it, but I haven't seen it in 20 years. I watched Spaceballs so much, me and Troy did, at his house, that we went to stay at my house for a week and came back a week later, and his stepmom had taped over it because we watched it, I think,
Wow.
close to 50 or 60 times in a week.
That's so shitty, though. If someone loves something, you shouldn't tape over it.
I agree. I also don't have a hard time understanding. Maybe hidden it. Maybe like made us
right. Take a break, you know?
Oh, there's a good question. What movie has been ruined for you by its sequels?
Oh, man. That's a great question. I can't think of any off the top of my head. There's got to be some, though.
Yeah, for me, it's Raiders.
Oh, yeah. You didn't like Temple of Doom?
Temple of Doom was okay. The Last Crusade started to lose it for me, and Fridge Guy, whatever the alien one was
That was horrible.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf, mostly Shia LaBeouf. The rest of it I probably could have stomached and gotten through, but
I was gonna say I didn't mind. I didn't mind the sequels up until that latest one,
Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, the prequels were real bad.
Prequels hurt, and um, I don't know. The new ones I think are probably going to be better than thought of as better than they're being treated now, but still. Dracula Dead and loving it.
Oh man, I liked that movie. It had what's his name in it, who I loved, Leslie
Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. I love Leslie Nielsen.
So Leslie Nielsen, Naked Gun.
Yeah, big fan.
Naked Gun movies came out of the Police Squad TV show.
Yep.
It was canceled because the execs thought there were too many jokes in it.
Really?
And they're like, there's too many jokes. People aren't getting time to laugh. This will never work. And canceled it. So the writers took all their jokes and just started making movies with them.
That's the right thing to do. Those were all great. Massacre, I don't need that, do I?
No.
I think I'm going to save state here.
Here's my question. Dracula Dead and loving it. That's fine. That's an interesting question. But it's Mel Brooks. Odds are we're going to like it.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, Vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh, I never saw it. Last Halloween.
Eddie Murphy needed the money.
Yeah. I should watch it. I should
too many notes,
it.
Digital Comb. Like, too many notes. Like... They're like, people need time to laugh at each joke, and you're just hitting them too fast.
No,
we don't. We'll watch it again. We'll watch the reruns. We'll enjoy it.
Totally, yeah.
Multiple times. Yeah, that cracks me up. I love hearing stories of execs just guessing completely wrong. It makes me happy.
I was thinking about Top Secret the other day because I was listening to something like a podcast about Elvis, and I was thinking of that Macy's commercial. Do you remember that?
Hang on. I was listening to a podcast about Elvis, thinking about the Macy's commercial, which made me think of Top Secret. Help me out here.
I was listening to a podcast about Elvis.
All right.
And
were you seeking out Elvis, or do you like the podcast?
It was like the revisionist history podcast, and he was talking about Freudian slips and Elvis. It was really interesting.
All right.
And then
so I figured out how we got here.
And then in that the thrust of the podcast was about what's the song? I don't remember the song, but it's the song that was parodied in Top Secret as a Macy's commercial.
Okay.
Full circle.
Full circle.
I figured it out.
Yeah. If we're gonna do like transient things, Bubba Hotep.
Oh, I haven't seen that in ages, but I really liked it.
Bubba Hotep was fantastic.
Yeah.
What We Do in the Shadows was a good movie. I haven't seen the show yet.
I love that show. The show's really good. It has. Do you remember when that guy was going around to all the morning shows pretending to be a yo-yo expert? Do you remember that guy?
Oh, I don't.
The people who do the found footage festival have this friend, and they put him up to go on all these morning shows pretending to be a yo-yo expert but not actually knowing how to do any yo-yo tricks, and it was just really awkward. And he's in What We Do in the Shadows as a psychic vampire who's just like the most boring person. It's so good. You should totally watch that show. I love it.
I'm worried about the show because I felt like I liked the movie, but there were parts of it where I'm like, okay, get on with it. It was too. Wait for it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that scares me about. They're doing a Kung Fury 2, and it's going to be feature length.
Oh, yeah.
That might be a mistake. I feel like the first one was the right amount for that joke. And I don't know. Even if Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it, and he is.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. The over-the-top slapstick of Wayne's World 2 didn't kill the first, but it guaranteed there'll be no third. Yes.
Correct. That is the perfect analysis of that. Like, it was... I remember that it was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was pretty over the top.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like, okay.
Tim leveled.
Tim leveled.
We
got Tim.
We should end soon on a high note. And
on a high note of Tim leveling?
Yeah. I'll save the snapshot here. We can wind it up. That's good news.
Kung Fury was fine. Good, but it was fine when it was just a trailer.
Totally.
What We Do in the Shadows is so Spinal Tap brilliant. It absolutely is.
Yeah. Do you like his other movies, like A Mighty Wind and...
I love that movie. I love... Yeah, all those are...
Yeah. I think Waiting for Guffman is my favorite of the Christopher Guest movies.
Best in Show is mine.
Oh, I love Best in Show too. I think those are the two best. Have you seen Waiting for Guffman?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I really like that.
It is. I don't think there's a bad one of those to me. Is there one that you're like, oh, you kind of missed with that?
I think there was one that I didn't really like, but I don't remember which one it was. It was one of the later ones, but I don't think it was A Mighty Wind, because I remember laughing at A Mighty Wind. All right, I should probably call it. I have to go attend to some illness downstairs.
Oh, no.
Hopefully it's not coronavirus. No, the boy's not feeling well, so I should go take care of him.
Okay, yeah, you should take care of him. Let's figure out what this movie was you didn't like before you go, though. Not The Princess Bride.
No, definitely not.
Best in Show, Mighty Wind. Miss Henderson Presents. For Your Consideration.
Yes, For Your Consideration, I did not really like.
Okay. I don't think I've seen it.
Meh. I think his other movies are better.
Shouldn't. We're what, 40 hours in and Tim has a whopping 37 hit points?
Yeah.
No, it's a problem. It's a legit problem. I'll bet he doesn't get over 40 with this level. I'll bet he gets like 39 just to piss me off.
Real bad, Tim.
Take care of him or take care of him. Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, he might be off the team here pretty soon.
How did you stick with this game as a kid, Matt? Matt didn't.
I never played this as a kid.
I stuck with it because, like, as a kid, it was a mark of... It's like a badge of honor to beat a game. It's like, no, this game's not going to beat me. I'm going to beat it and show how smart I am. And so this game was like a white whale to me for like almost 2 years, I want to say. 1.5 to 2 years. Finally got it.
Yeah.
But like 2 years. So like we're 40 hours in. And we probably could go push through hell if we're really lucky.
Which
I want to get Janice up to where she can resurrect.
Yeah, I think we have some grinding to do. And besides, we have a whole other word that we need at least, right? Is that all we need is one more word?
No, we got 2 more words.
2 more words.
2 more words.
But they're hard, right? They're bad words.
They're bad. Now, the pyramid will be bad. The other one isn't. Oh. Yeah. Are you sure it isn't too long? Actually, it is too long. That's why we're doing it this way. There'd be no way Matt could play this enough to see the interesting bits if we did this in a month.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad, I'd be out of the first dungeon in a month.
No, it's not something most people can do. If we get to a point where this is too long, what I may do is do like, okay, we've got all the words. we've got all the items. I'm going to save game in a spot, then go grind.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just do like a little montage of me killing things.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll jump to the end. Because, yeah, I could grind in this game for many, many hours and have fun, but it's not to watch. So, all right. As on that note, we should go.
Good group tonight. Very, very fun. I had a great time.
All right. Talk to you guys all later.
Bye.
Bye.